clock. She twisting my head just to pull up some locks. Got me on go, she won't tell me to stop. She told me to come and I came in the spot. I love how you go up and down like a star. I love how she does when she busts like a god. I love her little feet, baby, flash your little eye. Yeah. Fucking all night, we don't look at no clock. She twisting my head just to pull up some locks. Got me on go, she won't tell me to stop. She told me to come and I came in the spot. I love how you go up and down like a star. I love how she does when she busts like a god. I love her little feet, baby, flash your little eye.
We fucking all night, cause the sex game right. She know I'm a star, we fuck, she ride like a first class flight. When we up in the air, we ain't got no limit. I be a general, she be my lieutenant. She drive my whip and you know that it's tinted. Might make a stop on this trip, we might fuck in the backseat. She be giving me talk to relax me. She very smooth and persuasive. I be riding her curves, get lost in her way. She won't tell me stop, she a gangsta hop. I know the move go wrong, she ain't gon' hesitate. Little baby gon' pop. She my little young, but yeah, she got my heart. Bitch be cap, you know to play your part. Long as you keep it real, I won't play with your heart. Little baby, you the one, she a blessing from God. I can't believe when I met her, I thought it was a mirage. I never take another trip and go and stay at the Mirage. In the garage, got a QA, yeah, with a digital dash. She hop in and we take off, baby, we go so fast. We ain't gotta stop, we ain't gotta stop for nobody. Shawty know I got.
I'm cruising, yeah, yeah, the music, yeah, yeah, we boofing, yeah, yeah, I do this, yeah, yeah, I'm cruising, yeah, yeah, the music, yeah, yeah, we boofing, yeah, yeah, I do this, yeah, yeah, I'm cruising, yeah, yeah, the music, yeah, yeah, we boofing, yeah, yeah, I do this, yeah, yeah, I'm cruising, yeah, yeah, the music, yeah, yeah, we boofing, yeah, yeah, I don't need smoke, but
I need you right here next to me. Roll my weed, that's your specialty. I need to smoke, I need a little baby like I need a dope. I need an answer like I need a hoe. She want me to stay, but she had me to go. Back to the wall, now I'm back on the road. She keep my dick in her hand like remotes. Change up the channel, I don't got control. She wanna love me, but I told her no. I'm taking it slow. Keep a little Uzi the way that it goes. These niggas high like a plate on the stove. Smoking the L got me throwing my foes. Double XL got your on my clothes. I don't know what you see in me. You don't know what you mean to me. Baby girl, why you so mean to me? This used to feel like a dream to me. I had to change up the scenery. I had to roll up the greenery. Why don't you wanna agree with me? Why do you even wanna be with me? I think I used to you leaving me. I used to think you believe in me.
I'm cruising, yeah, yeah, the music, yeah, yeah, we boofing, yeah, yeah, I do this, yeah, yeah, I'm cruising, yeah, yeah, the music, yeah.
Yeah, back up the spot like I back up the dope. Back through the city, I'm back on good hope. Sippin' on yellow, these niggas like yo. Nigga one battle, that nigga get choked. Call me a monkey, I'm really insane. Nigga keep playing, we mix it like Kane. I'm in this bitch with my brother, Dwayne. Nigga won't fight, he gon' die. Slime in her face when I pull out the snake. I come correct, I can't make no mistakes. She kissing girls, you know I got her straight. Came before now, you know that got her A. The Glock and the Chevy don't box like a Chevy. I threw a five, now she hot and she ready. She cranking present, she still love that Eddie. Eat up that box, I won't eat her spaghetti. Yeah. Suck the dick, sing my song, fuck it good, leave me alone. Nigga want smoke, then I'm bringing the bone. Pullin' the party, I bring it along. I got hoes in this party, they singing along. I was down on my dick and I needed a loan. Ran that shit to the top, I'm the king on my own. I kissed that hoe in the cheek like she special. I could box you for free, but that beef gon' be extra. She bought me a mirror, this bitch can't be serious. She callin' my phone, asking questions, Alexa. Walk in the back of the bank like a teller. Yeah, dog in the spot like Cruella. That pussy retarded, so I call her Riri. She know when she see me, she bringing them. Fuck all that patience, I ran out of weight. Terrible bike, baby, I ran out of space. I hit the gas until I'm out of space. Sipping Bel-Air cause I ran out of ace. Hit from the back, I'ma pull out her lace. If I'm eating cat, then I'm saying my grace. My birthday just passed, baby, throwing that cake. Got my quarantine mask, fucking hoes staying safe. Yeah, back up the spot like I bag up the dope. Back through the city, I'm back on good hope. Sipping on yellow, these niggas like yo. Nigga one battle, that nigga get choked. Call me a monkey, I'm really insane. Nigga keep playing, we mix it like Kane. I'm in this bitch with my brother, Dwayne. Nigga won't fight, he gon' die. I'm in her face when I pull out the snake. I come correct, I can't make no mistakes. She kissing girls, you know I got her straight. Came before now, you know that got her A. The Glock and the Chevy, don't box like a Chevy. I threw a five, now she hot and she ready. She cranking present, she still love that Eddie. Eat up that box, I won't eat her spaghetti.
You know, this is gonna get weird. We're gonna have a real conversation. Ten things truckers need to stop doing. 10. And you know, when it was presented to me, man, what are it started? This is how it started. I was talking to my boy Juop, and Juop kept telling me, you know, this is some stuff I'm gonna stop doing in 2025. I guess New Year's resolutions. He said, what would, if you had to say, what are 10 things truckers need to stop doing? And I said I could write it down. I could write it down. Or I could come on here and talk to my people about it. We can come up with it together. But off the top of my head, there's a few. One of the main things we need to stop doing is acting like we don't know what the job is. Acting like we don't know what the job is. Having a complete understanding what we signed up for, what we committed to, and what our future is going to look like. No longer can you be a truck driver and say, I didn't know. So a person can say, well, stop acting innocent. If you go get your CDL and you go to a long distance company, you're not going to be home. Your health will be strained. And you should know that going in. And if you're already here, you need to accept it or get out. You need to accept it or get out. Another thing we need to stop doing. In 2025, every driver, I mean, it's gonna sound weird coming from me, but I see the benefits because my leader did it for me. Every driver should be buying their food from a store and not from the truck stop. To wrap it up with a bow, every driver should be cooking their own food. Every driver. Not only is it better for your money, it's better for your health. Nobody, I should not be going in the truck stop and seeing anybody standing at that front food of death. Y'all know what I'm talking about? At that cashier fried food, old food. Nobody should be consuming that food no more. At this point, we know that old Torquitos, old burritos with just bean sauce in the middle, the old rubbery pilot pizza. No one should be eating that. You should be embarrassed. You understand it? You should be embarrassed to stand in that line and eat that non-food. At this point, it should be very obvious that you don't care about living anymore if you touch any food out of that hot light thing by the register. No more. No more. We're gonna completely end that. I'm not even numbering it. Another thing that needs to not be done. Truckers need to stop. Truckers need to stop acting like they do not know how to take, listen closely, a bird bath. I'll let that soak in for a second. A bird bath. Acting like you need a shower. And since you didn't get one, you just got to be musty. That needs to end. That needs to end. You can take a bird bath. We need to stop walking past the dude wipes in the pilot. Wednesday, I'm in the pilot. A guy walked by me that was so funky. It made me instantaneously sad. Instantaneously, I felt anger and pity at the same time. There are dude wipes, shower wipes in every pilot in the country. You understand it? And since I hate to have to do this, I hate to have to do it, but obviously I have to. You get yourself a pack of dude wipes. If you are not able to take a shower, right? If you are not able to take a shower at the end of your shift, what do? You take a dude wipe, you take a couple paper towels and a dude wipe, you hit the essentials. Bam, bam, middle, and back. And you don't do it in that exact order, but that's how you get it done. You wipe it up. Them dude wipes, the big thick ones, they get real oily. They get real lathery. And you lather that thing up and you hit under them armpits and you hit the giblets in the front and you hit the giblets towards the back. Right now, after you do that, you're going to be soggy down now. Then you need to take your paper towels and make sure you try to dry off a little bit. That will have you presentable for the next day. You sitting on funk for 5-6 days is a mental problem. It's a mental issue. You have no excuse to be smelling like that in 2025. No reason to be smelling like that in 2025. If you say, I don't like dude wipes, I'm allergic to it. You go out there, you get yourself a bucket. You can get it from any Walmart down to Chattahoochee. You go in there, you get yourself a bucket. You get yourself a little bit of wash. You freaking dip your hand in that hot bucket and you hit your giblets. Stuff may get a little messy. You can put a shower curtain over the passenger seat and sit down. You hit that thing, then you fucking rinse off the best way you can. You do whatever you can not to be smelling like a dumpster fire walking through the TA. Because you just flat out stanking is not an option. It is too far in the future for stanking to still be the template for a truck driver. No excuse. I'm going down the line. I ain't done. We ain't gonna be on this long. Ain't nobody hit the cash yet, but I'm gonna just get it out and get off. Listen. You have no excuse for your truck to be messy to a certain extent. If you have a problem with trash being all over the place, you need to get yourself a trash bag. You need to hang it on the armrest of your passenger seat. You finish something, you put your trash in that thing, and every time you get fuel, you throw that bag out. Throwing a bag of trash out should be part of your fueling process. Anybody agree with me? If you're fueling, you're tossing trash. I'll wait because I don't hear y'all paying. I don't feel y'all hearing me. I'm gonna slow down. Everybody ain't in here yet. Ain't nobody shared this. Nobody hear what I'm saying. I am at the fuel island. I don't see none of y'all dumping any trash. You hear me? I don't see nobody dumping no trash. All this time at the fuel island, nobody's dumping trash. I see you, Lisa L. You actually the top supporter for the past month. She at the Cash App. Who's dumping trash? 60 something people watching and only two. Hey man, you already know what it is, sales IQ. So what I want to know is when you're eating your food, your trash bag is getting built up, and your bathroom bottles are getting filled up. Where are you keeping them? Where are you keeping them? Are you collecting pee bottles? Every time you pull into a fuel island, because that's the thing we do the most frequently, you're supposed to be dump. You're supposed to do a trash check. Every time. You're supposed to pull in, look around, anything in the cup holders, go in your bag, anything on the door on the oh, that's another one. Listen. Nothing should be on your dashboard. Let's end that in 2025. Nothing. Right now you're driving. Look at your dashboard. Nothing should be between the dashboard and that vent. That's a safety issue if you don't know. That's a safety issue. Being in front of that vent, just bottles down there, that affects how you defrost snow. Nothing should be on that. Look forward. If you get into snow and you have to turn on your defrosters and you have papers and clipboards and bottles and stuff like that, your windshield is not going to defrost properly. You're going to start having an accumulation of ice because you can't get the hot vent air to the windshield. Get that stuff off your dashboard right now. Get it off. Whatever you can reach while you're driving, take it off. Bird baths, dude wipes. You dump trash every single time you go into a fuel island. Every single time you go into a fuel island. Right? And you make sure that you do not ever, and I mean ever, go anywhere funky. They are able to do whatever they want to us because our reputation is so bad that no one cares. Nobody cares. I see you, Jamil. Because y'all are running around here stanking with trashy trucks. That stuff needs to end. Now, what I've done is I've paid attention. I paid attention to the calories that are taken in by my brethren. You have no reason as a truck driver to be, just especially a van driver. Some people, they do work on the back of their truck. But you have no reason as a van driver to be eating more than 2,000 calories a day. I did it. It was wrong. You have no reason to do that. You have no reason to be drinking any sugar. Take it for someone who's living the benefits of not right now. No, let me tell you something. If you have truck driver in your name, it should be no soda in the same name. It should be no soda in the same name. There is no freaking way that you think iced tea too. No iced tea. And let me break it down for the people who think that Minute Maid juice is healthy. It's not. Drink water. These are the goals we got to put together. We have to figure this out. Like I said, you come here is because I'm trying to give you something that matters. Malik say 2 liters of water a day. I don't know if you can pull that off, but you need to just cut sodas and sweet drinks out. They got to go. I had to kick. Oh, this is going to be hard for me to talk about. Because I miss it. I had to kick. I had to kick Red Bulls. Yes, people. Yes. I had to kick them. We'll throw it into the energy drink. I had to kick Red Bulls. And let me tell you something. I love Red Bulls. I'll give you my regimen right now. Wake up. Go inside. I go get me a 32 ounce. Fill it up with ice. I like the ice to be crushed. Crushed ice. I take the crushed ice over to the Frigidaire. I open it up. I get me a 20 ounce Red Beezy, and I like it straight original flavor. Yeah, because it's thicker. That's why I like going for that. Then I put it down, and I slowly, because I don't like no fizz, I slowly pour that Red Bull into that 42 ounce. Yeah, there you go. Till it's all gone. Then I close it. Then I got a 42 ounce of hot sugar. I miss it. And the tang, it's like I'm drinking them. It's like it's a lemony tang to the Red Bull. And I can drink that for hours. And the water will melt a little bit. And I can get 4 hours out that cup. 4 hours out that cup. 3 hours later, that cup will still be cold. And it's in the morning, so I got to get something to eat. But I don't want to eat nothing too heavy. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to eat nothing too heavy. So what I cut it with? I got a Red Bull and I cut it with something. Someone tell me what I cut it with while I'm talking to Mr. Davis. He says 4 sit 3 into the room. Oh, I guess you messed up, but I appreciate you, Mr. Davis. I see, Mr. Davis, you are top of the Cash App right now. You knocked everybody out. What I cut it with? Because you gotta cut the sugar. You gotta cut the cold drink with a honey bun. And not just any honey bun. You gotta get the honey bun that's in the pilot at the front. Because if you go in there, you get one of them, they give you the second one half off. So I go in and get 2 honey buns. Yeah. I'm starting my day. I pull out of the truck stop drinking a 42 ounce of Red Bull Beezy. It's really 20 ounce and the rest of it's ice, but it's in a 42 ounce cup. It's cold. and I'm driving down and I'm banging that honey bun out. That is the happiest point of my day. I'm locked, caught, ready to rock. In the next hour and a half, what's going to happen to my energy? Because if we don't talk about it, it won't get handled. Yes, Lisa. Absolutely sugar euphoria. I'm playing music. I'm jamming. I'm loving life. What happens to that euphoria in about hour and a half, 2? What happens to the euphoria, Ray? Because you're on cloud 9 right now. You're on cloud 9. Can't nothing bring you down. You're going to crash hard as AF. And that crashing is part of the reason that we start skipping the things we're supposed to do. So when you crash and lose all of your energy, what else do you lose? You lose you doing your job properly. Do you use you doing multi pre-trips? First of all, you're supposed to soft pre-trip a truck every time you get out of it, everywhere you stop. You stop looking, you stop paying attention, right? All these things start happening because you are messing up your energy. Your energy fell so deep, so now you're going to do the least amount of work. You're going to do your job the least amount. If you would have had even energy, you would have handled that. But since you're crashing, then you're going to start skipping steps. You're going to start skipping steps. So if you went to the shipper, you picked up, you crashed while they were loading you, you drive off. If you have a load that is over 35,000 pounds in a van or whatever you got, it is customary for you to do what before you hit the real highway? What are you supposed to do with that before you get in the long drive? It's 35,000 pounds and up. So you done picked up a 42,000 pound load. What are you supposed to hit directly after? I'll wait on it. This is lemon water. Don't do that. It's lemon water. Mm-hmm. You are supposed to hit the scale. Is it more likely you're not going to hit that scale after eating that stuff? You had your sweet drink, your honey bun. You go sit at the shipper for 2 hours. You lay in the back. Your energy is even lower. They knock on the door and tell you get out of there. Are you more likely to not hit that scale now? Because you're in the middle of a terrible sugar crash. You get back on the highway. You'll start looking at that gauge on your trailer. You'll put it right in that sweet spot that's marked on your trailer, and you'll what? You'll chance it because you don't feel like stopping again. And what started this chain of events? The wrong thing you're eating. You hear me? The wrong thing you're eating is starting this event. I know what we should. Depends on my gauge. See, Chandler said it depends on his gauge. He knows what I'm talking about. If that gauge is right, screw that scale. They got to catch me. That's what you're going to do. You come here to get something. I come here to give you something to go away with. So instead of me telling you another thing you shouldn't do, I'm going to tell you what you should start doing. Get a tracker. Fitbits. They have Fitbits, Apple Watches, Android watches. They have rings. You need to get a medical or health tracker. They're in every Walmart. They're in every Best Buy. And you're going to say, why, TB? Because you want to know your numbers. This thing can tell me to the minute of how much I slept today. If you don't have one, you need to go get one. This was $140. They're even cheaper than that on on Amazon. You download the app. I suggest you get a Fitbit. That's what I mess with. It's easy to sleep with this on. Some of them are too bulky. You need this. You need to know what your numbers are. This is going to track your heartbeat per minute. It's going to track your resting heartbeat. It's going to track how much you sleep. It's going to track your temperature. It's going to give you a readiness score for the next day. In 2025, every truck driver I see should have something like this on. If you have Apple, you can go get you an Apple Watch. You can go get you an Apple Watch. That it doesn't matter. All of them have a lot of stuff. I particularly like the Fitbit. Because right now, if anybody has this, how many hours you sleep last night? Right now, tell me. I can go here. Piece of the gut, everybody in the education. I can go here. See that? Look at this. See this here? Oh, look at this right. Yeah, that's how many hours I slept last night. Now everybody look at because I know a lot of y'all got them. Y'all tell me your numbers right now. How many hours you sleep last night? Come on, tight. Malik says 7:30. Mr. Class 3 says 9. Jamil says 6. This thing keeps you, it lets you know, it tells you, hey man, you need to move. You need to move. It'll let you know you're not getting steps. These type of things help you. You have the money. There's no reason you shouldn't have this app on your phone, and you could basically, I can take a gloss over my perceived health at any time I want to. Let's go to weight. Let's go to weight. Let's go see how my weight, because you understand I have the scale, Fitbit scale, and when I sit on the scale, it tracks it on my app. Or when I stand on the scale. Okay, right there. See this number. See this? What does this number say? I don't know if y'all can see that. What does this number say? See that number? Weight 292, July 1st. Y'all see that? All right. Last time I weighed 270. See that? It's like this thing is keeping track. No matter what I do, it keeps track. These are all the different times I've weighed myself. It's keeping track of what's going on. I have lost 15.2 pounds. And you know what helped me with that? Just paying attention to the numbers in the first place. That's it. Paying attention to the numbers in the first place. We are no longer in the position to say, hey, man, I got in the game. I didn't know. You have the internet. You have the internet. There is no reason for you to have a sweet drink. That's why I like to call it. That's sodas. That is energy drinks. That is juices. Juices are not good for you. So stop acting like they are. Unless you're going to Whole Foods getting cold pressed juice and you're not. Cranberry juice, grape juice, that's just sugar water, bro. You understand? There's no way you can tell me you have that phone in your pocket and you don't know sweet drinks are killing you. There's no way you can tell me that, because I've known it for years. I just didn't care. I need the dragon, baby. So I'm telling you, you either going to make a decision that I'm cool with diabetes and losing my sexual prowess, because you know that's what goes first, right? Your sex drive goes first. So I know you think you know, Big D Willie, but that's gone. You're not getting that back, baby. That's gone. That's the first thing that's gone. When you get that visceral fat, that's the first thing it's going to take. It's your hormones. Yeah, that big midsection means your hormones are out of whack. Your hormones are out of whack. You got that big midsection, that big belly. Yeah. It's time to start tracking it. And then when you, as they say, if you do better, you'll do better. If you knew your numbers, you would change them. If you knew your numbers, you would change them. Wouldn't you? Everybody go get some type of health tracker. I suggest the Fitbit. That's what I suggest. It's very minimal. I don't have no thing on there to get paid from this. I'm not down with Fitbit. Everybody should have it. What else do we need to stop doing these days, TB? Another thing we need to stop doing is misappropriating our funds, blowing our money. 2025 and further, according to our economy, according to the state of our career, every single driver in here should be against corporate, against spending money. You hear me? They should be against annual bills. They should be against rebuying those gosh darn GPSs again. You should be looking at your clothes saying, I'm buying no more clothes. No more clothes. You should be taking a double check and a double look at where your money goes. What can I, and here's a question that I'm asking myself more and more. What can I do myself? Now, I failed at the CV axle because I don't have the tool. It's rusted. I can't pull it out, but I tried. I'm gonna have to put it on a record. I'm gonna have to put it on my car hauler, and I have to haul it down there and get my homeboy to fix it. But I tried. I just don't have the piece to yank it out. The days of running around here, me included, acting like I'm big successful truck driver and I can blow money on anything, those days are over. There ain't that much money going around. I mean, I ain't the only one that's noticing you're sitting more. Am I the only one noticing that? It's 2025. Pay attention. You don't got it like that. It's a new day. You had your time. You had your fun. Now it's time to say, okay, I can't do that. And a lot of that comes with acceptance. You were pitched by the gurus on Instagram that you was a big baller and you could you're not a baller, bro. You're not a baller, you're not top of corporate, you're not none of that. You're a blue collar worker and you need to be mindful of your finances. It's that simple. So all those things they lied to you about is a lie. It's not true. You're not balling out of control. And someone has to tell you. You fools will go home and spend $2,500. Don't know what you spent it on. But as 110 people in here can't send $5 to the Cash App for stuff that's actual valuable to you. That's what I mean by us drivers. Our priorities are in a different place. I want you to have a place to come where you understand things are. I'm not here to lie to you about nothing. And I know I can make some money if I lied to y'all. If I took one of them, hey, send them to this company emails that I get for $500 a person. I get those emails. I haven't taken them because I believe that there would end up being more problems than they're worth. There'll be more problems than they're worth. I don't want you to do that. I want you to say it's 2025. I have to get serious about what's going on in my life. I got to get serious. I got to get serious. Are we going to do the call-in show? We're going to do the call-in show. Let me know. Let's pay some bills. I'm going to move stuff around. Hold on. We're here. Promo. Can't help it. Promo is a part of doing YouTube. See, I'm moving some stuff around. Can't help it. Promo is part of doing YouTube. It is what it is. At the top of the screen here, going all the way across, you'll see all my socials. The new regime, Patreon, Instagram, and the TV, the gamer, Twitch. We also are on Rumble, which is TV Uncut. I'll give you a view of what that actually looks like here. Bam. Special thanks to Corey Wilson. Just signed up for the Patreon. He will be able to message me directly. He also will be able to see videos before they come out. Weeks, sometimes months before they come out. Also, we're at TB Uncut. We're almost up to 500 followers over there. On Rumble, you get 100% of the notifications. So if you don't know what rumble.com is, that's where all the people are going for freedom of speech, where you cannot be blackballed for your beliefs and what you think and what you say. So make sure you sign up for that. Sometimes on YouTube, they don't really pay attention to the notification. You say, I missed a live. If you're tired of missing lives, go sign up for rumble.com. It's TV Uncut. And if you want to help support the channel for more than just Cash Apps, you can hit the Patreon channel. And that Patreon channel, you get stuff first. You can message me directly. You also can help support the channel. I appreciate everybody who signed up for the Patreon and the TV Uncut. I'm happy that you're here for the live. Let's get into it. Under re-education, for the nation. I put the call-in link in. If there's something else you think truckers need to do, let me know. I'll let you call in and say your piece. If you think truckers are perfect, you have nothing to say about what truckers do, don't call in. Don't call in. But it's going to come a time where we're going to have to take responsibility for our actions. That time is coming. The way you present yourself in the street, the way you present yourself at a truck stop, the way you present yourself at DOT, the way you present yourself at a shipper, the way you present yourself at a receiver is a portion of the reason why they can take away your work rights and treat you bad and not pay you. If you understood the revolutionary principles, you paid attention to history, what is one of the things they do to the people they plan on screwing over? They run a campaign of something before they screw over that person. And that campaign is dehumanizing that group of people before they do what they do, so they don't get any backlash for doing it. We see this, truckers are fat, stinky, crazy serial killers, and you don't want them in your neighborhood, so you don't feel bad about blocking them, having them no place to park, stuff like that. No one's crying for you because they have been dehumanizing you for a long period of time. They do it with the movies, they do it with the news, they do it with the media, they do it with they do it with all those things. And eventually, no one feels bad, and they say, "Oh, well, I mean, look, they're just drivers. They sit on their butt drinking and smoking all day. They'll be fine. They have no one to blame but themselves. And if they don't like the job, they should have picked another career." That's what most uninformed people say. That's what all the coders were saying about us until, the bottom fell out of that. And they got laid off. Now they're crying on TikTok. So yes, there is something about presenting yourself professionally and wearing decent clothes and not smelling. It helps your cause. You understand that? It helps your calls. Truckers need to stop buying fast food and cook on the try. That's what I said when the channel when it first started. Real purpose. I appreciate that. You're right. Another thing truckers need to stop doing is falling in love with their company. Your company do not like you. They don't like you. They're not fond of you, and they're actively trying to hurt you. Every single one that exists. There's no one that is exempt from that. Your DM is not your friend. I agree, Charles. Your trucker is not your friend. Your DM is not your friend. Your recruiter is lying to you. And the main person you need to watch out for when something bad's happen is the safety manager. The safety manager is actively trying to bury you. Don't tell him nothing. When you look at a safety manager, you need to look at him as a lawyer, and you don't need to speak to him unless you have one. You don't need to speak to him unless you have a lawyer in hand. So when he calls you after your accident, he says, "Oh, tell me what happened." He's trying to set you up. And you tell him, "I'll give you to my lawyer will be contacting you." You don't need to tell him what happened. There's a camera on the truck. Be smart about your career. These people aren't your friends. You're in business with these people, and they're ruthless business people, and you got to be ruthless too. You got to be ruthless too, because they're going to try to hang it on somebody, and I guarantee it ain't going to be them. Yeah, the safety manager will screw over the DM. Absolutely. So you need to know that going in. You need to know that going in. And here goes the biggest one. This is all the rookies that are about to get their truck driving, get their CDL and everything. This is what you need to do as soon as you get into that seat. As soon as you go through school. As soon as you go through training. As soon as they give you your first load. You know the first thing you need to do? Learn something else. Learn something else. That's the first thing you need to do. William, I see you. Appreciate you. Learn something else. You have 11 hours. 11 hours of things you could be listening to. 11 hours. I see you, Anthony. Appreciate the love. You have 11 hours to sit back and learn something. But instead, we don't. Instead, we will rather do this. And when you don't learn something and you take in trash content, I've already dropped this video. I'm gonna put this out. This video is out on my channel right now. You end up becoming this. And you do not want to become this guy. You have made it to the real. I've said many to you. Y'all comment at the bottom what y'all think of this video. We'll comment on it a little bit through, but I want y'all to actually see it in its entirety.
Dating men from the street that be dipping out before dating me.
That's not true. They just don't find you attractive.
they still date toxic dudes though.
Sure, but those toxic dudes tend to be attractive.
Is it still toxic when they get left as a single mother?
Why are you worrying about that? What the fuck does that have to do with you?
Nothing.
So what's funny about that?
It's just laughable how it all plays out.
It's laughable that the women don't pay no attention, but they end up as single mothers.
Yes, they deserve it. They should have chose a guy like me.
They should have chose little Michael. That he's a good person.
Now we know little Michael's in what type of truck. Y'all tell me what type of truck little Michael's in. What type of truck is little Michael in? I want to say that is a Kenworth. You say Western Express. I said, what type? It looks like he's at the top bunk of a Kenworth. Michael had all day to learn something. And with Michael having this thought process in his mind, what has Michael been watching? What has Michael been watching? Driving down the street 11 hours a day. What's Michael been watching? Has Michael been learning where he could pair his CDL with another profession? Has he been learning that? Has he been learning how to save his money? Has he been learning what local jobs are going to take him? Has he been learning how to do oversize? Has he been learning how to do hazmat? Has he been learning any of these things? He got 11 hours a day. What is he watching? The cheeks. That's all he's doing. That's why I tell you, you need to be doing something. You need to be learning something. Because what idle mind is a devil's playground. He ain't doing nothing but watching trash. Let's listen to what he says.
You feel good that women are left unfortunate. What about the girls who didn't choose you and ended up well? What about those girls?
I wish the worst for them eventually.
Thank you, Mike. Wow. This is what we're doing with our time. Our time, we could be taking in good information and listening to good channels. We weren't about butt cheeks. We weren't about butt cheeks. Worried about butt cheeks. You have way more to learn after you get that CDL. You do not have the time to watch trash content. You don't. You don't have the time for it. Technology is entering your career at a blazing rate. You're going to have to adapt. And while people are thinking about adapting, you're thinking about what? Butt cheeks. And this is most of us, bro. My opinion on this is not a popular one. It's not a popular one. One like this in trucking. It's sad.
This is called anger and sadness. When's the last time you had sex, bro?
I paid for it just like 2 weeks ago. I paid for it.
If you hate women,
He paid for it. Ask y'all where your money's going. Where's your money going? What you spending your money on? He paid for it. You're 21. You ain't been driving a truck long enough to pay for no vagina. You ain't been driving a truck long enough to have extra butt cheek money. Is there wrong in the corporate office and the screwing over of the truck driver? But that's true. Yeah, there's some wrong there. But we're not going to act like we're exempt. We're not going to act like we're exempt.
Women so much. If you're so angry at women, why do you give them money to sleep with you?
For my pleasure.
But isn't your hard work and resources valuable to you? Why do you give them your hard-earned money?
For my pleasure.
So that means that your money doesn't mean shit and that women are better than you. They are actually correct for not picking you.
They're not correct.
They are, because you still give them money. So they are correct.
All right, but the toxic guys,
Well, get the toxic guys, Michael. The toxic guys are getting for free. You're not. You're paying.
Exactly. I couldn't agree with him more. I couldn't agree with him more. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. I tell you, man, you're gonna have to learn something else. Because just sitting and holding the steering wheel, you know what the past 50 years has taught us about just sitting and holding the steering wheel and that being it? What? It makes for a stupid, hateful person. It makes for a stupid, hateful person when you just sit and hold that steering wheel and watch junk. That's what it makes for, a stupid, hateful person. And at some point, you need to start taking in something. Listen, there's ebooks you can listen to on your iPhone. There's documentaries you can listen to. There's online school you can go to. Online schools you can go to. There's checking out what the industry's doing you can listen to. There's all things you could be listening to different for us to be a more educated group of people. That's for all truck drivers. There's no color involved. All truck drivers. Be emotional, too many emotions. Online shit. No, it's cool. What do you mean red? No, it doesn't. What does no, it doesn't mean? Saying emotions is bad. I'm saying control yourself. First 2 years, I was very emotional as an OTR driver. Yeah, I wasn't emotional. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Online school is perfect. Credit. That's what I'm saying. We don't even understand our health plan that they give us. But we have time to think about this. It is what it is. When you sit around and you don't try to learn anything, that's what you become. You become hateful and you become deprived. That's it. You become depraved. Y'all think I should go live tomorrow? I'm not gonna hold y'all all day, man. I said what I think truck drivers should be stopping. Mr. Davis is top of the Cash App. Second place is Lisa L. I see you shook a foot. J. Mill, Marcus, Keith, and William. 6 people hit the Cash App out of 700 people. You understand? I want you to do better. That's all I'm interested in you doing. Should I go live tomorrow? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Yeah, I don't have Zelle. I use Cash. I don't understand how y'all don't use Cash. I just don't get how y'all don't use Cash App. Everybody else use Cash App. Y'all the only people that don't use Cash App. That's just crazy. Cash App is the most used, bro. No one uses Zelle. Zelle attaches people to your real name and your real bank account. I'm not doing that with people I met on the internet. It's not happening. It's not smart. Cash App is just fine. Either that or PayPal. I'm sorry. I know. I don't know how y'all getting your Cash App shut down. I don't know how y'all are doing that, but I can't really. I can't do anything about that. Do not do drugs. Be happy. I'm Audi 5 Dowdy. I told you I wasn't gonna be on here all day.